Hi, I was up. This is our new wood burning stove. Just throwing a log on the fire. Took us 3 years to get it. Thank goodness. We can't afford oil this year, let me tell you. Anyhow, I was up and praying. I just feel as though God's trying to tell me to share. Show a picture of me. I don't know what this looks like because I'm just throwing this around. And yeah, we did get a Christmas tree. Some Christmas gifts. It's probably about the extent of it this year. Anyhow, I want to share some of my friends, some of my old friends. I thought this is interesting. I share a little bit about me. I was brought up and raised Catholic. And this is an old Catholic Bible. This is the first Bible that I had. If you can see some of this. Anyhow, Confraternity version. St. Joseph Textbook Edition. Anyhow, I thought this was really interesting. This book was given to me when I was baptized as a Catholic, and this is in 1963. This is pretty much almost 50 years ago. So I want to show something to you that was really interesting with these pictures. Okay? So here are some of the things that I thought was really interesting. A triangle there. And you know what else is really interesting? Look at this. Yahweh. With an eye and a triangle. Isn't that interesting? Like, I would never, it's just so funny that I just like noticed some of this as I was going through this. This is again St. Joseph edition of the Holy Bible. And this is interesting too. It says here, the New Catholic Edition of the Holy Bible is dedicated to St. Joseph, patron of the Universal Church. See, copyrighted 1963. Even back in 1963, like, didn't even realize. Pope Pius the 10th, 11th, 12th was the Pope at the time, I guess. Interesting, they had the Apocrypha in here that the other, King James doesn't have. So I guess if you were inclined to, you can get indulgences. Look at this. That weird, like, symbol, bird coming down. I just think it's another weird symbol. Anyhow, so I'll scan over some of these books here. This is alphabetical, right? Confusing. I think it'd be more interesting to see it in the order. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Kings. That's neat how they have the 4 kings. I don't even know what this is. Paralipomenum. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, I guess it's a different spelling for Ezra. Tobias, Judith. Never even heard of that one. Maccabees 1 and 2. That's kind of interesting. Canticle of Canticles. I think that's the same as Song of Solomon. Wisdom, Sirach. I don't know if you can see this pretty good. Baruch. I don't know who that guy is either. I guess it's interesting history. I did at one point. Look at this, Sophie. Huh? Well, that's interesting. Syphonia. Huh. Agai. Good history. I read this so many years ago, and you know what? I even forgot what I read. I guess just for fun, ha-has, I could read it, but I feel like time's short and... Anyhow, funny thing about this Bible. I remember sleeping with it to ward off evil spirits as a child. And there's another story that goes with that I'm inclined to share. And good Lord, in His mercy, took me out of the Catholic Church. Here's another perversion. I don't know if you can see this. This is a... there you go. There's that triangle thing. Triquetra. The New King James. Here's another New King James My Precious Moments Bible. Which I liked it because it had neat pictures in it too, you know. Jonathan, when he was younger, we had a bird. Can't have birds with cats though. Just didn't work. So anyhow, what had happened was I had gotten this Bible. This is interesting. It's got King James and NIV. And this is, I would look up words. Because sometimes things would not make sense to me. This is a parallel Bible. This is from Zondervan also. And it had King James and NIV. And I would go from one side to the other side. And I would say, you know what? This isn't really saying the same thing. You know? So I would go and say, Lord, I need help. So I went and bought a Strong's Concordance. Because after all, I couldn't understand why this really wasn't saying the same thing as this. Words would be different, the meanings would be changed, and it confused somebody like me. Then, after a while, as I was going through all this, and was going through the whole music thing, there was something wrong with some of the songs at church. They just would say things that I was not finding in God's Word. Things like God's glory falling or dancing over me and just weird things. And sometimes the music was it just wasn't settling right with me. So as I was on my computer one fine day, I happened to run into Mike Hoggart with talking about rock and roll music. And you know, it made sense. I as I was going through all that, then I ran onto another website, Gail Riplinger. I got this in all of thy word. And then is this interesting? The hazardous materials. To say, you know what? I don't need that. I only need. These are all my old friends. I only need my new Authorized King James Version, and I got this one from, this is called Church. Authorized King James. This is a real nice one. It's one of these like real soft leather things. And it's real nice. I can write like little notes on the side as I go through. This is new, so there's a lot of it that's still blank, but I'm trying to go through the whole thing before Jesus gets back. But anyhow, there's some parts, you know. This is, I could go, here's what I was at today. Isn't this interesting? And Abigail, I was wondering if that was the same Abigail that David married from 2 Samuel 18. It was from earlier. Abigail was when he was married to Nabal, if anybody knows that. But anyhow, definitely glad, thankful that God showed me the truth about His Word. I mean, this is His Word. His holy Word that He's preserved. And, just thought I'd share that as I was just throwing a log in the fire.